Have you figured out how to light that portal yet?
Yeah, I know how to light it. I just use the Zeal lighter, which I bought off the guy.
Oh, it's the Zeal light. Right, I see.
Yeah.
Let me just see if I can figure out how I'm supposed to
We have no
use.
unbroken bolt.
Okay, so this is useful. I get how it works now. It's just slow. This reminds me of a much slower version of Britannia.
Alright.
I mean, this jar's like 15% full now. I'm gonna see if that's enough to do anything. Because if you only need like 1% to do certain things, I'm down with that. But if you need like 1,000,000,000%, it's a bit of a poor do, really, isn't it? No recipe found. If pedestals are required, they may be placed within one block cube around the chamber. Oh, is it one of those things? Right. Pedestal. Iron spells pedestal, supplementary pedestal, arcane pedestal. I'm just crafting stuff. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's put this on a fancy looking block, because why not? Onion crate. Onion crate's fancy, right?
Absolutely.
Block of amethyst. That'll do.
Why do you have sheep in your chickens and chickens in your sheep?
That's a very good question that I genuinely can't answer. I hadn't
enough.
realised they were across the two. I don't know how they've got across the two. I think maybe because there's so many sheep in the sheep pen, it may have blooped through the fence.
I think there's been a bit of, yes, entity squishing.
There is more animals in that pen than there really should be, but, you know.
Not anymore.
I'm going to need 4 pedestals, are I? Because obviously I am.
I have created more space. There were only minor casualties.
Yep. This was either a complete waste of resources, I suppose I might need these things eventually, or this is the correct way of doing things. I'm not sure.
What the?
What is that?
Huh? Where did it go? Right.
What are you?
I threw the rotten egg at you, and honestly, I didn't expect a cockatrice to pop out of it.
I mean, do we want to leave this alive to grow bigger?
He has a lot of hit points. Apparently I own him.
Oh, I have. Oh, nausea 1. That's why I've got weird. Oh, that's trippy. Well, now we know what rotten eggs do.
Yeah, which means there is just one lurking outside because I lobbed the other egg over the fence.
Maybe it's not an always thing.
Who knows? That's part of the mystery. Oh,
Tell you what is a mystery, how the heck this works. Why is there not just like a ponder option?
I don't know.
That sounded like another cockatrice to me. But why are we blocked in?
Just ignore him, son.
What have you done?
Honestly, I was curious to see if it would constantly spawn them, and it didn't. But it does appear to be a 1 in 5 chance.
Well, he's not eating us, so hopefully he's just a pet.
Nope.
He's going to grow in 1,000 seconds, so let's see what happens there. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I'm so confused. Let's try this. Like, is this the correct way to do this? I don't have any more information. Oh. Right, maybe.
You know what? I'll just pop you up here.
I think I figured this out. Maybe.
Maybe.
Big maybe. That's a source gem. Right, okay, so if I then do that, that, and that, you, and you, and then I smack a source gem into the middle there. Crafting manipulation. Right, okay. We've done diddly done it. We have a manipulation essence. Oh, and you don't actually have to, it doesn't use up the things that you put on the pedestals, it just needs them there as part of the recipe. So if the recipe calls for something really obscure, it's fine, you don't need 1,000,000 of them.
Okay.
What was I building this essence for again? I can't remember.
I don't remember anymore.
It was for summer.
I mean, that much is obvious.
For summer. I think it was for one of the spells.
Didn't you say you wanted your bolt to be more bolty?
I did. I think that's what it was for. Extract, extend, pierce. It was one of these things, I'm sure of it. That was for delay, that's what it was for. So delay needs a redstone repeater, a clock, and 1 essence. I'm really curious to see what that guy looks like when he's bigger. Okay, so theoretically now, if I go to here and I want to learn delay. Where is it? Delay, I want to learn that. Select, and then I go you, and you. I scribed the glyph of delay. So now if I go there, do V, go to bolt, and then I go to here, harm, delay, harm, delay. Harm, delay. Right, what does this do damage-wise now? Where's the dummy gone?
Oh, it was in the way. It's back in the computer.
I was just going to test it. I'll go test it on a zombie. There's got to be somebody out here I can shoot. It's night time. Hello, friends.
I was just checking the bestiary about cockatrices.
Oh, that's how that works. That's pretty rad. Sorry, cow, you're a test subject now. So, because I've put a delay on it, it'll do some basically it sticks to them if I hit them, and then it'll do tick damage on them using the harm. So it initially does 5 damage, and then it does tick damage on them afterwards. Okay. That's pretty rad.
Right. Sit. Wandering. Sit. Good boy.
Oh, we like nibbles.
So I had a quick read through the bestiary because I hatched him. He's imprinted on me, and he will now fight things that I fight.
Oh, cool. So he's basically
Or
going
I
to follow you around and be a pet if you want him to be.
pretty much.
Sweet. Oh, you can get rituals of containment and a containment jar, and you can capture mobs for transportation or decoration. That's pretty cool.
I have a question. Does it include passive mobs, and do passive mobs include villagers?
Captures a nearby entity and places it into a nearby placed containment jar. After the first capture, this ritual requires additional source to continue. Mobs and jars must be within 3 blocks of the brazier. Okay, so that's what we need this for. Let's go find out.
Because if we can use this as a way of fluking easy villagers, I'm absolutely on board.
Ritual of containment. Containment. So a containment jar is pretty easy to make. I can make one of those.
Just
Right. Let's go to a village and try and steal a man. Once you have obtained a tablet and a brazier, place your brazier in the world and use a tablet on it. The brazier will ignite and is awaiting activation. In this state, you may throw in any items as a way to augment it as a ritual. To activate your ritual, interact with the brazier with an empty hand. Right, let's get a villager nearby if we can push them nearby
over the-
now.
right, you
Get out of bed.
back. No, wait, no, Patricia, come back.
I'll dig a little hole around it so we can hopefully have once they're in, they're nearby sort of thing. Basically, if we can get them into
Come
here.
back. Come on. Down you go. This isn't sinister at all. Oh my god.
Oh yes, we got her. You're mine now. Quick, run away before someone wakes up and finds out we've stolen their friend. She's still in bed in the jar as well. Now, how do we get back out of this? That's the question now.
You're the magic man. You figure that out.
Oh no. Right. Functionality, we've done that. Oh, a jarred alley can pick up and deposit items within 5 blocks of the jar. That's quite useful, actually.
Ooh, yeah.
Many items interact with it inside the jar. Oh, blazes will turn the jar into a light source. Experiment with a variety of mobs to create aesthetic functions, farms. How do I get back out of it, though? To release a mob, cast Dispel on the jar, and the mob will release above the jar. Okay. Right, well, I need to learn Dispel first, because I don't currently know that. Okay, we need Abjuration Essence and 3 buckets of milk. Okay, that's doable. We have cows. We're doing it, guys. We're doing magic, and we're definitely not stealing villagers.
Everything is fine.
Everything is bueno. And then Dispel was in here, and it's that one. Select one of them. One of them, one of them, one of them. Where's she gone? She's. I don't think it's worked. She's not in the jar. She's not above the jar either. I get the distinct impression that perhaps, just maybe, it hasn't worked fully how we intended. Well, we could capture her. Maybe it's because she was asleep. That's entirely possible. Let's go back and have a look to see if she's like, when she's come back out of the thing, she could have teleported back to over there. So let's go back to Shrine Village.
What did you do?
So I got her out, and she just vanished. So I'm not sure if because she was sleeping, it like bugged out or something.
Maybe teleported her back to her bed?
And she's back over here. I have found her. She is here. Oh, there's a zombie. Let me deal with you.
Yeah, so I wonder if them being asleep was the problem.
So I can fix that because there's now 2 of them stuck in a hole where we started. So do that, and then do this, and then do that. And now I've got 2 of them in jars stood up.
Hopefully that works.
Containment jar Patricia and containment jar Eloise.
Huzzah.
So now I'm going to come back. So if that is the case, at least we know we can't trap them with a bed. Or at least not if they're sleeping in it. We can like get them down the hole, then we've got to wait for daybreak and them to wake up again before we can rob them.
Which isn't exactly any real bother.
No. Oh yeah! Hi, Patricia.
I take it that worked then.
And we've got a Patricia and an Eloise. Go us.
Good times.
I've just trapped them in the corner for now.
So did you need 1 jar each or multiple in 1 jar?
1 jar each, but I thought it was only going to get 1 before it needed to have some of the juice, the source juice to work. But when I activated the spell, it got both of them in both jars on the initial cast. So I guess that's useful to know, is if we are trying to capture stuff, we can just do them all in one, as long as they're all there at the same time on the initial activation. Which is useful to know.
Good to know.
I'm putting the ritual brazier and the spare tablet of containment in the chest, just because we don't really need them at base. Yes, we have Eloise. Eloise is nearly dead though, so I'm going to see if we've got any splash potions of health.
Pretty sure we do.
Instant damage, instant health. We have potions of instant health, so I can just turn some of those into splash potions of it.
Yeah.
We're pretty sure we've got a brewing stand.
I'd be surprised if we didn't, honestly.
Are you serious? You can't just turn blaze rods into blaze powder. You've got to stick them in a focusing doodad.
What?
Well, I can't leave her with that little health because that's just going to end badly. Right, I'm making a new thing. Yeah, you can't. Can you crush them in a crushing device? Nope. You can literally only get blaze powder from mob drops. For submitting 5,000 cabbage rolls, you get 1 blaze powder. Whoop-de-doo, Basil.
Oh, good.
Or you can buy 1 blaze for 1 cog, apparently. Or you can use a beam focuser, which is I'm not doing it. I'm not. I'm
This
just not
this feels
doing it.
like this feels like we're going back into the realms of you can make a trident by making antimatter and firing a laser through a prism.
Yeah. So, I want to make blaze powder, which I have to use a focusing thing on a blaze rod, and then that makes blaze powder. Okay, fine. So how do I make the beam focuser? Okay, to do that, I need an optical device, 2 shafts, and an iron sheet. Optical device is taking an amethyst shard, deploying an iron sheet onto it, then glass, then water, and then stamping it 5 times, and then you will get an optical device. Okay, fine.
Right.
That's my optical device. But then I also need a steel mechanism. Now, to get a steel mechanism, I have an 89% chance of when I repeat this process twice, I have to take a locomotive mechanism, I need to put a heavy plate onto it with a deployer, then a steel ingot, then an aluminium ingot, then some screws, then a screwdriver, do that twice, and there's an 89% chance of success, or 11% chance of failure. But then to get a locomotive mechanism, I need to take a precision mechanism, which is the ones we've already got the ability to make. I then need to put a sturdy sheet on it, put a slime ball on it, put a metal rebar on it, put another metal rebar on it, and then stamp it, and do that twice. To get metal rebars, that's not too bad. I just need to put scrap metal through a sawmill. Scrap metal you can get by taking metal swarf and melting it. There's various ways to do that. But thank you for that. That's just
This
fantastic.
normally mutes sound, so I'm
Nope.
just seeing.
And I also, you need the loot fabricator to be able to do this, because I need a ferrous slime ball, which you can only get from ferro slime, don't know where they are, or you can use a loot fabricator to do it. So that's that.
Good times.
It's it's a whole thing. Screws, you need to get steel ingots and then put them on in a cutting machine, and yeah, we're not doing that basically. Is that hurts my soul.
Yeah.
So we're not
Not
making potions for now.
No, absolutely not.